Well, welcome guys to another Sunday night Scrap Chat Live with me, Scrap and Irish, and whoever else we get up on panel as the night progresses, well as the hour and a bit progresses. So first off, welcome in guys. If you haven't hit the like, please do. And before we get kick off, let's see who was in first tonight. First person in tonight was Leanne Rodriguez. Thank you very much for coming in. Followed by Steve RT8, followed by Andy, followed by Scrooge McDuckin. So that's who's in so far. So guys, if you haven't hit the like, please do. So what has everyone been up to scrap related? Truck fan is in and Kristen is in. Kristen, welcome in. Good to see Kristen. So anyone that follows me on TikTok will know I was cleaning some boards today and taking off anything that had gold bearing material on some boards. So like these little sockets that I need to take the pins out of. I was taking off all these nice chunky big chips. What else had we there? We were taking off these gold cornered BGAs. So we'd all them to take off. What else is in this? We have more of these which have gold pins on them. So stuff like that I've been working on. Hey, HH Recycling, truck fan, welcome in. Anyone have any bloopers? Don't think so, don't know. 3.175%, not sure, Scrooge, what that is about. Hey, Everyday Solars. Everyday Solars didn't know that we had a big aluminium plant here in Ireland, the biggest in Europe, that makes aluminium. So there we go. Let me see. Andy, I said hi to Andy, didn't I? Yeah. So, yeah, guys. So that's, I think everyone is in. Oh, something happened here. I've seen something appearing up. What's this about? Shark Scrapper. Okay, so Shark Scrapper sent over. So that appeared up on my thing. That's interesting to see that. I didn't see that before happening. I was just checking to see what was happening, making sure the YouTube side is working. Watch Call had a blooper. Hey, Sixth Street, welcome in as well. Good to see you, sir. See you scrapping. Thank you for coming in. I did pin the link, didn't I, there? Kristen is saying hi to everyone from Poland. Thank you for coming in. He'll just be over on my TikTok side as well. He just be always in there, popping in to say hi. So thank you guys for that. Any of the people that are watching. Hey, E-Waste Mike, welcome in. Good to see you. E-Waste Mike is on the Copper Motors. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, so that's the what I've been working on. So what has everyone else been working on? We know that Everyday Solars is trying to get our shed cleaned out, so hopefully we'll see in her premiere later on that she's got on top of that. Philip, welcome in. Good to see you, sir. Thanks for being in. Oh, the Shark Scrapper is down in the basement now. He's no longer there. Hey, what's the story, Shark?
How's it going, everybody?
No, you've had a busy week because you sent me some photos of stuff you were been picking up. You've been busy.
Oh, it's been insane.
Hey,
yeah, it's been crazy busy.
Yeah, so things are looking really up for you at the moment. Poor old Mike has the problem of not being able to get stock and not getting circuit boards and stuff, and you have the opposite. You have you don't know where to put so much of it now.
I came back with the last load on Friday, and I was just like, oh my God, where am I going to put this stuff? I felt like I was a certain fellow scrapper in the United Kingdom squeezing down an aisle sideways to put something down.
Yeah. Did you think that Ian Matthews had taken over your work area? Is that what you're saying? Ian Matthews had come in and taken over your work area? Never.
You said his name twice now. I was hesitant because we don't know where that could go.
Scrap It All is in, by the way, and Paul Frost, so welcome in, guys, as well. Truck fan has to go to work on a heap of returnables. There we go. Yeah, so the aluminium was good. When you were on about the aluminium, I was just saying, yeah, we have the biggest plant in Europe for doing aluminium refinery. Now, the one we have is not a recycling plant; it's actually from the rock, from actual ore. It's done from there, done from scratch. So it is.
Do you mine a lot of bauxite there, or do you does it get shipped in?
Shipped
Hey,
in.
Mike.
Shipped in. Most of it, I think, is shipped in. I was reading there on it because just when you mentioned it, I just said I'd do a little thing, and I was saying that I think a lot of it comes actually from the States and from Eastern Europe over to be done in it.
Yeah.
So that's where it's done. So they've just been granted more planning permission to extend the site, so they'll be able to hold 9 years worth of bauxite on site. So we'll have enough.
I bet you those are some mountains.
Yes. Welcome in, eWaste Mike.
Shark Scrapper.
What, sir?
Here we go.
It's not my fault. I didn't do it.
How much can I buy off you for $70? My life savings.
How much can I buy off you for $70? Yeah, like him getting all that stuff, Mike. And you think he'd send some of it down to you, wouldn't you?
You know what he did? He offered me some little styrofoam. Who is knocking on my door? Really?
Who's that knocking at my door? Oh, no, wait, that song gets bad fast.
Yeah, so it's interesting that we had that here in Ireland, the biggest in Europe. So most of the aluminium that's been manufactured for Europe and around the world, a lot of it comes from Ireland. There we go.
You know, that's really interesting because aluminum refining requires a tremendous amount of energy.
Yes.
And Ireland doesn't strike me as the kind of place that just makes a whole lot of energy either.
Oh,
so it's just...
You're forgetting that we are surrounded by sea, and we also are on the Atlantic coast. So what do we have a lot of? Wind energy.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Hey, Scrap in Scotland. Daniel, welcome in. Simon, welcome in. Anfield Lee, welcome in. Anfield Road Layout Lee. Don't forget to hit the like, guys, as you come in. What was that? A delivery for you?
Yeah. I talked to my daughter about a half hour ago. Told her what I was doing. I said I'm freezing my ass off. She ordered me coffee and 2 donuts.
Oh, isn't that nice of her?
Yeah.
There you go.
Tomorrow it'll be Dad. I need.
Georgia, Dog Scrapper, welcome in.
And look at the tag. Just e-waste on it.
Anyways,
Oh,
She's a trip.
now, if she had a real sense of humor, she would have got you an iced coffee
And a bill. Your daughter ordered this, but said you'd pay for it. So I only have $60 now.
Yeah, I like mine hot and black. I'm not real fancy with my coffee.
I'm usually black coffee. This is like cream and sugar, but I'll drink it because I am froze.
Is it that cold over there at the moment, Mike?
You know, it's 30 degrees here, but it's like the wind is ridiculous. And then tomorrow we're supposed to be 41. Wednesday we're supposed to be almost 60. And Mike's muted.
Yeah. Mike Meltdown, welcome in. Good to see you.
Dogs must be barking.
For a few copper pipes.
I'm waiting. I'm here. I'm in a different location. I'm in my living room instead of in my office. Yeah, my wife's getting ready to walk out the door, so I'm on mute so that she doesn't, so that all the noise here doesn't disturb for a few minutes.
Oh, okay, no problem. What's Simon saying? I have rare earth components. All is fine, no worries. Okay, Simon. Scrap metal hedge is very real. Yeah, well, I went out today. I said I had to start working on some of the boards. It was actually a nice day here. It wasn't raining. It was nice and sunny, actually. It wasn't that warm, 10, 11 degrees, but Celsius. So it was grand working outside. You put the heat gun, of course, Shark Scrapper, my favorite tool, the heat gun. So getting to use the heat gun on the boards and getting the chips off. So that was fairly okay for doing that. So I'm have plenty of pins to start pulling out now and get ready for getting the gold off them. Mike is just going like, oh, what are you on about?
I finally got a sticker for my coffin.
The wait is over.
Put that over there. Save that. No, I had that pickup this morning, so that worked out pretty good.
Oh, what'd you get?
Watch the video.
Yeah, you just put the video out while you were just going live, Shark, or so. It was just before you went live. The video came out.
I have to watch a Mike video.
No, I had to do nothing. Your little 100th of a cent view is not going to hurt me.
Oh. Ooh.
But watch the ad.
You watch the ad.
What do I got here?
Yeah, the ads are all changing in May, aren't they? There are going to be more ads on our videos unless we or they're going to. I think YouTube are not that there's more ads. YouTube are going to decide where to put them and more appropriate spots and stuff like that. I think.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting what YouTube is doing now. They've improved their algorithm to where they can make the ads be less intrusive. So the algorithm can look for natural breaks and transition points and then put mid-roll ads there so that you don't end up being stuck in the middle of the sentence or something like that.
Yeah.
Now, some people are a little concerned about it because there are some people that they manually place their ads and they do it specifically to interrupt. Like gamers like to play the game where, like, you know, they get you right up to the, am I going to get him? Am I going to get him? And then boom, there's an ad because you're going to wait because you want to see whether or not they get the bad guy or whatever. So you're going to watch the ad so that you can get to the other side of it to see what happens. So, there are some people that aren't happy with it, but you can opt out of it too. It's not like,
you can opt out or whatever. And but I just let YouTube decide. As I say, that's what they're there for.
Yeah.
Simon is saying copper and gold prices are closer to my forecast. So he was saying he was forecasting earlier in the year that it'll be $5 to $6 a pound for copper and 3,000 an ounce before the year was out. So he's going to be looking like he's going to be right with the gold, anyhow. Yeah.
Of course, now we have to go back to where he made that forecast, and take a look at it.
And make sure he's not bluffing us.
It's going to be in a comment on either one of your live streams or one of my live streams.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, do you hear HH Recycling? Spoiler alert. It doesn't matter what happens in a video game. HH, come on, have some fun in your life.
It's kind of like watching one of his videos. It don't matter what's going to happen because it's just going to be a train wreck anyway.
Oh, Mike is on it now.
Oh, ouch.
Ouch.
Call it as I see it.
Hey, Ralph Morrick.
Hey, Ralph.
I'd be catching bits of Ralph's gaming channel, but he's moved on to a lot more of the Minecraft stuff, and I'm not really into Minecraft. I was watching it last night. He's doing Minecraft with friends at the moment. So he had his cows and his sheep, and he was putting in some corn or something. He was planting all that.
Wheat. There ain't no corn in Minecraft.
Wheat. And he didn't know that you could grow the wheat on normal soil. He thought you had to have sand until he was told by his friends and a couple of games before that. There we go.
Sugarcane you can only plant on sand.
No, I think sugarcane now, is it? I don't know. There's something anyhow. They're on about it. I'm not into Minecraft, so I don't know.
Game every day. Don't tell me how it goes.
I know. I'm just saying I don't know. That's why I said I don't play it. So you better tell me. Hey, Jose.
I just told you. Then you wanted to argue.
What's he saying here? And to the group in the chat. I have a problem. How to remove gold from the tape on the back of a hard drive? You mean the what call on the back of the hard drive? That little bit of
there's a little sticker on the back.
Yeah, with a little bit of gold flashing on it. Just get a knife and peel that off, and just throw it into copper chloride, and it'll take the gold off it. That's what I do.
Or do what I do. Leave it on there.
knife, or leave it on there and throw it in shred, as Mike could say.
Mhm.
I play games every day, but it doesn't matter. That was the sugar cane. So, yeah, so Ralph, can you plant the sugar cane in the sand now, or is it sand only, or can you plant it in the soil now?
I just told you.
Shut up. Hi, Christopher. Hope you'll fix. Hey, Jeanette Pickering, welcome in. Connectors, yeah. So them little connectors. I don't have a hard drive here, do I? Oh, I do. Do you mean them connectors on the back of the hard drive? These with the gold plating on them.
We're all waiting. Why?
Yeah, we're all
for
waiting to say yes or no.
With anticipation.
Yeah. Yes, you need them. Okay. Well, while I get the gold off them is I get a little blade, put it in under here, move it up until I pull off. This comes off, and just put that in. The same as what you do to get the gold off ram fingers, or to get the gold off any of them fingered sort of boards, or gold flashing off a board. Same chemicals will work.
But what kind of gloves do you wear when you're doing that?
I just wear the nitrile gloves because I'm not working with nitric acid. I'm working with hydrochloric acid, so they're safe to use with hydrochloric acid. I liked your little review on the gloves earlier.
Once again, do what I do. Don't wear gloves.
Christopher, welcome in. And again, don't do anything that Mike says if you want to live to a ripe old age, because Mike is planning to die soon, so that's why he doesn't care.
Okay. Because
Yeah, I'm not afraid of dying.
the wait is
What
over.
I'm concerned about is that period between living and dying that tends to be really painful. I'm not looking forward to that at all.
And you have what are they? They're little gold flashing on top of sort of like a plastic or a sort of, I don't know what you call it. It must be like a plastic sort of wire sort of thing. So that's what they are.
Yeah, Shark. I was about to say. I think we're all closer to our expiration date than the other end of the spectrum.
Yes.
I gotta wave to Kevin. Hold on. My crappy fingers didn't want to go the right way.
That's okay. Here we go.
Hey, Kevin. Welcome in.
How are
Kevin,
you?
I seen you had a nice e-waste pickup.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Yeah, plenty of stuff.
I got from this school, they gave me surplus 32 brand new keyboards in the boxes.
Oh my gosh!
Not even taken out.
No, it's still in the plastic wrapper in the box. So I'm going to put them up on eBay, see if I can sell them.
Throw them in the shred.
I will.
Everyday Scholars. I think he was talking about the people on the panel, not the chat. I think it was the people on the panel that are nearer the expiry dates.
So,
Well, and if you follow Mike's advice on safety, you're all going to be closer to your expiration date.
We'll have one big party.
I'm first.
We'll have one big
Hey,
party.
Living Off Scraps, welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, guys. $85. Whoop. And Kevin's saying hello to everyone in the chat. So yeah. So Kevin, are you going to actually ever start breaking down some of this e-waste, or are we just going to have a big collection of e-waste for the rest of your life?
It's going to keep me from popping out of the grave.
Like, you picked up stuff last year you haven't even touched yet.
I have stuff in the barn that's 3 years old I haven't touched yet.
Would you not like consider like shipping all that stuff to e-waste Mike there and saying,
I offered him, come up to me and you can strip out my stuff.
And then go home.
He says, no.
strip out the stuff and just go home?
Right.
Thanks for doing that, Mike.
Uh-huh.
James P, welcome in. Good to see you, sir. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Sellers. I'll point out it's only I'm only 26 years old. I just have had 26 anniversaries of my 26th birthday. It's no big deal.
Oh, is that all? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
In that case, I'm 3 times as old as you are.
I'm gonna try to figure out how to scam my neighbors because I picked up 2 kiosks today from Subway. So I got to figure out how to hook them up and put them at the end of the driveway.
Pretend you're selling.
Get the order in, put their credit card in there. I got to figure out how to scam them. They're dumb enough to do it.
That's a walking past the house tax.
Yeah. I got 2 of them. I might put one on each side of the driveway so there's not a line. You know, keep it moving, people.
Hey, but Mike, knowing your luck, the neighborhood light police would come around and give you a $2,500 ticket or
They
something.
were out here heavy last Friday. There was like 5 trucks lined up. They even blocked my driveway, and my neighbor was in the driveway, so I went up. You know me. You want to move your effing truck? What do you mean? The trailer's blocking the driveway. I said we'd like to get out. So he moved down the street. My neighbor, we still sat there for like 20 minutes bullshit.
Just to piss them off.
Oh, jeez.
I hate them guys.
Mike, you hate most people.
I hate everybody.
I'm only
That's right.
18.
He's not prejudiced. He hates everybody.
I hate everybody.
That's right. Equality right across the board.
Hey, Grandpa Kevin, tell me this. How did you make your contacts to pick up that e-waste? How have you managed to get that contact?
Well, it stems back. This one contact, the school administrator there is actually son of friends of the family.
Oh, okay.
So that one I get. One of the other schools, I actually do their newsletter mailings. So I get their scrap too. So, and then 2 of the other schools were, one of the schools my kids went to, one of the high schools here. So they know me from that. And I did all of their newsletters, and I used to mail out their report cards for the school.
By the way, who mentioned his name 3 times? His name was only mentioned twice.
I didn't say it at all.
No, someone must have mentioned his name a 3rd time. Someone must have done it.
Oh, man, here we are.
Good evening, gentlemen and Shark.
Well,
Irish, you might as well just go ahead and hit the unmonetized button right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to be good. Promise. Cross me heart. Hope to die.
This stream's over anyway.
Oh, where's he gone?
This stream's over.
He just wanted to get down close to Ian Matthews. That's all. He wanted to be
That's
Yeah.
not what I want. My buddy. Hang on.
the other way.
Irish, I'll point out that his name is part of so many words, it's hard not to say it.
So many words. Well, one thing I see, Ian hasn't been he's done 2 videos since we've seen him last, but he was missing for 3 weeks there. So surely the green screen is going to be a lot tidier behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, you didn't watch his last video.
I did watch it. That's why I brought it up. That's why I said it. So it is. That's why I said it.
Oh
So,
no, you're just looking in the wrong place. I've been beset by the scrap gods.
That usually involves blood when you say that.
No. This time it's mental pain,
Mental anguish.
mental anguish. That's the one. However, no, I don't like promoting my videos on here, obviously. But if you'd like to watch my next video,
You're allowed to.
it'll be short and sweet. I promise. It's barely. I think it'll be barely 3 minutes.
Since
Oh my
Ian's
God.
on, I want to get some protection.
Yeah, even watching an Ian video could be dangerous to your health.
Oh,
So Ian, as the retirement comes closer and you're doing your last few pickups from your skips, your usual rounds and stuff like that, are you beginning to feel lonesome, thinking that you're going to be missing all the pickups from them skips, that you won't be passing going to work anymore?
well, kind of, yeah. It's you think like just how is life gonna be if I'm not driving out, going to work and back? You're not gonna see things on the road, obviously. But then again, reality says you've enough. You're going for a while.
I was thinking that we should all be protected from Ian.
Georgia. That is shocking. Anyway, cheers, everyone.
Hey, take it easy. Chins on the.
No, I couldn't-
Say hi and would like a shout. Oh, someone wants a shout out here, Ian. Give a shout out there to Ivy and Rose.
My Ivy and Rose say hi and would like a shout out before they go to bed. Well, Ivy and Rose, and of course my granddaughter is called Ivy. So big shout out to Ivy and Rose.
No, get up to bed. Get up to bed.
Go to bed.
To bed now, get bed.
Get up to bed.
Ivy.
Because this stream's about to go down.
Like the Titanic. Like the Titanic. Hey, Ron, welcome in. Good to see Ron as well. Ian, what are you drinking there? Are you back on the drink?
I am. It's close as I can get to church.
It's iced tea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's holy water. It's
Yeah.
holy water.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, what happened there?
Oh,
I know what happened there.
you caught me off before I could bring it down. As I said, it's the closest I can get to church. And I tried 7 churches.
Oh, did you try 7 churches? Go bad.
And they all ran out of glasses.
We know it's not actually holy water because that
Well, hold on
he's
a
a
second.
vampire.
Hold on a second now. It is made in a monastery, so it technically is holy water.
But he's a vampire.
Yeah, but will it stop the demons?
Hey, that's right. Recycling, welcome in. An American's favorite hoarder, welcome in. Did I see someone else coming in? So we met someone tonight, anyhow. They're all happy that we said a good night to them. So that's good.
I've got to answer that. I'll be right back.
Okay, he's going to be right
Well,
back.
this could get bad.
Yeah. as long as he doesn't put on his dinosaur suit or anything like that, we're okay.
I'll be right back as well.
Okay.
I might be back before Ian, but you never know.
Yeah, we'll see who's back first.
You see who comes.
I know what Ian has gone for. I know exactly what he's gone for. Here he is.
Now, I know there's a lot of scrapping channels and there's a lot of God-fearing channels. And myself, I'd like to give a little nod to God. And I try to visit the church every now and again. So,
7 churches.
well, I like to cover them all: the apostles, the Baptists, the Catholics, that made-up religion. What is it, Protestantism or something?
Protestant.
What about Scientology? Is there any
Ah.
gas in there?
Ian, what about the Episcopalians?
I tried to say that then,
But he couldn't.
but I couldn't. Yes, God, fuck with my tongue.
Your tongue gets in
What
the
does
way,
your
huh?
tongue keep disappearing to?
Anyway, it's as he said, it was made in a monastery in Ireland.
Yes.
The sneaky them monks, you know.
Well,
Since 1405, I remember that.
yeah. You were bringing. You used to bring the wheat. You used to bring the wheat to the actual place for them.
On my horse and cart, on my horse,
Yeah.
me donkey and cart.
Yes, you used to bring the wheat to them.
Anyway,
Yes.
Mr. Mike, he's chatting on the phone.
He's on the phone. He's on the phone. Hey, Terry, welcome in. Good to see
Has he
Terry.
got
as
a
well.
job yet? James, the shed shop.
Oh, Shark Scrapper might have missed what you went out to get. Did you see what Ian went out to get?
What?
Oh yes, I saw.
Oh, he saw it. Okay, the 7 churches.
Holy
Yes, I saw
water,
7 churches.
proper holy water, that is. So James, the shed shop, sent me a link, a picture. Thought I had to put a post up on that. Hey, you know that video I did where I was in that skip trying to make it as though it was secret?
In the skip.
Yeah.
Ian, most of your videos you're in a skip.
No, I tried to make it secret, didn't I, by not showing the area and not showing the name of the skip or anything. Somebody sent me an email with a Google Earth picture of where I was. Shows you, if people want to find out anything, they can do.
Oh yeah, you can't hide anymore.
James P said, I found a pic of Ian.
Yeah, and I put it up on my post. I put it on a post on YouTube, wherever that goes.
The community tab. Let me see if I can find that picture to share it.
One of the weirdest ones was somebody had sent me. They were looking at the Google Street Maps, and apparently this was back when I was scrapping out of the back of the truck in Florida, and I'm on a Google Street Cam as the vehicle must have gone by and captured me standing there scrapping behind the truck.
So they got a frontal view, huh?
Yeah, I did a video where I did across from the front of me, and there was a workman's van, and this guy looked at the number, and he googled the number, and then he went on Google View, and then he sent me a picture of me on my drive jet washing.
There's a picture of Ian Matthews. That's Ian there. There's Ian trying to get something out of a skip.
I'm too old for this.
That wasn't back in May, was it, Ian?
You was in the skip in May. I had to get you out.
Hey, Terry, we already had this. We already asked Ian, is he looking forward to his retirement? And he was, and I said about not picking up any more stuff. So you're correct. We came to that conclusion that he's enough stuff in there without going looking for any more stuff, that he can pick it up there if he wants.
There's one or two people said, "Are you not going to be bored, at all?" I went, "No, just no."
So have you picked a final date, Ian? Is the date set in stone?
Well, I'm torn. As you know, I'm a buyer to work. Now, it comes April, it's Easter. And the buyer usually gets lots of Easter eggs given to him by his suppliers. So do I quit now? I don't until I get my Easter eggs in April. So I decided at least to wait till the end of April, and then that means I put my notice in for May. At the end of May, it's a week's holiday, May holidays, which means I only have to work 3 weeks of my 4 weeks notice. So it's looking like at the end of May.
Oh. What year?
Well, George Scrapper said, and this is quite funny what he said here. Laugh out loud. So funny you recognize Ian from behind. Well, we did see a picture of Ian from behind before in his garden. And we recognized him straight away.
Back in my memory.
You're welcome to share that. I don't mind.
No, that picture is never going to be shared.
Humility is not an embarrassment. Is not one of my. How can you be embarrassed if you're a scrap man and going into skips and stuff and folk looking at you going, "Hey, look at that scrubby git."
Ian, you'll eat your heart out when you see my shed. Oh, so Saunders reckons her shed must be clean. So,
well,
yeah, but when she tap dance in it.
Shola's had a preview yesterday. I had Scouse Jed. I was at the scrapyard on Friday, and he said, "I need a favour." He said, "I need an hole welding up on my truck." And I'm like, "That's not a problem." He said, "Can you do it? This weekend, Saturday, Sunday." Now, my welder's buried behind there, and you can't turn a good bloke down, can you? And I thought, yeah. I'm thinking, just give me an hour. And now that was optimistically thinking, just give me an hour to dig it out. I spent all day Saturday digging it out. I'm glad I didn't film it. And then getting ready for Sunday, they said, "Sorry, I can't make it." So anyway, that's a bit like on the video I'll be uploading later. But it needed doing.
Saunders said, "No, Irish, I wouldn't go as far as saying clean." And then she said, "But I can spin around a little." So there we go. you don't have to go like I don't know Ian at the start, but we were on about sharks, all the stuff the shark is picking up, Ian. And he reckons at one stage he thought that he had gone into your shed by mistake, because he had to turn sideways to get by.
Yeah, that's a lot. That means a lot with shirt being as wide as he's tall.
Oh,
Sorry, buddy.
Thanks for looking up, Ian.
That's a Zumptralinsky jump on the shake. No, sorry.
hey, watch God said there.
I,
Scrap in Scotland said everything in your shed is buried in.
Yeah.
I was going to send you some Easter eggs and fuses, but no more.
Just send the fuses.
AMF said, where did you get that out with the light in it? Aldi.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Them hats with the little torch and the built into them. I posted a picture of
I've also got one of those hats without the light.
Fridges, old water heater, and other stuff on Marketplace for free. I got covered in 5 minutes. 2 boys arrived in 20 minutes. Yeah, there you go. As soon as you put anything up like that, free to take away, they're going to be taken away straight away.
I'm going to disagree with that. I put a TV up for sale not for free.
There you go, Ian.
Hold on. Let me make it bigger.
Make it bigger because my eyeballs are not so good.
Man, there's loads of space there.
Look at that space. So I've got a TV. The TV I had as a monitor, and I've replaced it. I thought it's not worth breaking up. It works. Go on, I'll give it to somebody who might need a TV. So put it up on Marketplace for free this morning. Free. Works. Couple of scratches on the screen. Dusty because it's been in my shed. Inundated. And what happens? Because my view on this is, if you don't put it up for some money, people can't be arsed coming for it. Right? So everybody goes, I'll have that because it's free. And then they think about it and think, I can't be bothered going for it. So I put it up. I'll be there within the hour. They don't come. One guy, I can't get there. Can you save it for me till tomorrow afternoon? I went, no. And it took 5 hours before somebody said, I'll come for it in an hour. Because I kept saying, I'm not saving it. It's here if you come for it. And a young lad came for it and he was thankful for it. Right, my opinion is stick it up for a couple of quid, even if it's only £5. Because if they're paying money, they'll take the effort to come for it.
Yeah.
I agree. It's the weirdest thing. It's, you see these things on some of the apps around here, free on the curb. It's like nobody. But if you just charge, actually, if you put it out there on the curb with a sign that says free, it'll be there forever. Put it out on the curb with a sign that says $10, and somebody will swipe it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's weird. I see. Someone done that before. I remember someone told me that they had a couch, and they couldn't get rid of the couch no matter what. And they were, they put it up free to take away. No one took it, so they put it outside, and they put on it €100 our nearest offer. And within a half an hour, someone had it stolen. So it worked perfect. It was all, he said, it worked perfect. I just put the sign on it. He said, I knew someone would steal it because they go, oh, it's worth €100. I'm going to take that. It was gone. He got rid of it.
That's their problem.
That was their problem.
Anyway, let's do some scrapping talk.
Okay, go on. Let's see.
What can I do with half a dozen old iPads?
Glue them together and use them as a step stool.
Mike, you're on. By the way, Mike, you're on mute in case you're still trying to talk to us.
Come on, iPads.
What can you do with them?
I've took one apart once. They're terrible to take
Oh,
apart.
they're terrible to take apart.
Right,
Well,
so-
there's a couple of choices, Ian. There's companies that will take them, who will refurbish them for schools. It depends on the age of them, of course.
Old. As old as Kevin. To be honest, when I
I
first
thought you said iPads, not abacus.
when I first got it, I thought it was a chalk slate. When
There's
I
a lot
first
of beads in that.
So it's like I've got them here and I'm thinking, what am I doing with them? They're just taking up space. I don't know the gold value. I tried to give them to an Irish man in Liverpool once. He said, no.
Well, I've seen a video where a daughter gave her father an iPad, and he found it was very useful to use as a cutting board.
Yeah, that was a hilarious advertisement. I freaking laughed my butt off when I saw that.
Well, I did watch a video where a guy took the screen out, sent off to AliExpress for a $199 module, and then he used that screen as a small computer monitor. And I was like, oh, why? You're muted, Mike.
He's still on the phone.
Yeah, well, we don't understand sign language.
But no, he's copying what Ian is doing, because when Ian goes like that with his hands, Mike
Yeah.
is doing the same thing.
Oh, yeah, I talked with my hands, yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
the puppet master.
Ian, do you have one of the big electronics stores near you, a Best Buy or something like that? Frequently, they have drop-offs for those kind of things, so that they can get recycled.
All right, I can recycle them. That's not a problem. I mean, at how long? What are we now? At Christmas, I went to Curry's where they said, "Bring an old iPad in and buy a new one, and we'll knock you something off." And they keyed in the thing and said it's not worth anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they're old like that. Yeah, they're. But sometimes there's places where you can just drop it off. You're not going to get anything back for it, but at least they'll take care of it for you.
Well, what you asked there, that's an interesting one, because Ian found someone that buys boards, and he sold all his boards to them.
They buy them cheaply. Don't.
Maybe you could sell it to them, Ian.
Oh.
They'd probably ask you to pay to get rid of
Oh,
it.
look at all that space I made up when I sold one, though. Hey,
Yeah.
you know,
Fill it up with coal instead.
5 years saving up that road, and I got space for free.
No, Ian sold to the wrong place. Well,
I see the price of copper's just dipped a little. It went up. I sold mine, and then it went up just a little. I lost £3.60, and then it went up again, which means I lost like about £4.80. But then it dived again. So
yeah, look at again, as you always said, Ian, if you get what you get when you go in with it, and if you've got the stuff, if you've got some of the stuff for free, anything you make is pure profit.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. Same as glass screen smartphones, horrible to take apart and worthless. Yeah, all the new stuff is, well, they're not worthless. The chips, if you go out, you can get the gold from the chips from them, but you don't get that gold flashing that you get on the older type phones. Like, let me see if I've one over here.
right, so there's the idea. I'll take it apart and cut the chip out and give it you, Irish.
One chip, yeah, that's all I want.
Just the chip.
Just one chip. I thought I had some boards over here, but I don't. I thought I had some
No.
phone boards.
I've been looking around here, and I've got an Xbox 360, an Xbox S, an Xbox something else, a PlayStation. I'm thinking, what do I do with them? What do I do with them?
They're a pain in the butt to take apart.
I don't want to take them apart.
Well, there could be some nice board on them.
I think I'm just going to take them.
Like that's a board from. Oh, I have my green screen on, so you can't see. Hold on. Let me turn off the green screen.
Well, it's actually pretty useful. We don't have to see the board. We just see the components.
Well, yeah, I suppose you're correct. So you can see all the chips there on that. That's from an older type mobile phone. So there's a lot of chips, and there's some gold flashing. And again, on the back, you have all them and some gold flashing on them. That's one type, and then this is another one. This is a Nokia phone. So again, you've been there. Look at Mike. Yeah, I know. I see him. Oh my God, he's something else. The newer iPhones have very little mount on them compared to now. The other thing is some of the new iPhones have titanium metal in them, so you will get some titanium metal, from it as well. If your scrapyard can pay you for titanium and know the difference between them and have a way of testing it.
Scrooge McDuck said The good ones. Well, you're welcome to it, Scrooge McDucken. You're welcome to them all. I don't know where you were in the world, but with the McDucking, I'm going to say you're Scotland.
Ian, Scrooge McDuck is a cartoon character.
All right. Okay. I wouldn't know that.
Well, you'll get to know all these cartoon characters when you're babysitting, so you will.
Ah, she was a joy on Friday. A joy on Friday. I've had a miserable weekend. So she dropped off Friday morning. We went shopping. She was asleep by the time we got to Tesco. So wife said, stay in the car while she's asleep. So I did. And she come out with the food and we loaded it. And then we went to the next supermarket. And she was still asleep. So I had to stay in the car. So all weekend I've had to eat what the wife's decided I'm eating.
Stinky, huh?
Right. Right. What you call it saying there? Who
Oh, Andy past the duck says.
No, hold on. This one first, Ian. Philip first. E. Matthews. Isn't there a heat sink in an Xbox with a copper stack in it? So there you go. You can get your bit of copper and aluminium out of it.
Possibly. I think I'm right. It's just like whatever I've got, break up. Never going to use it. Never going to. The Xbox S or whatever it is, it's got a hard drive in it. Apparently, the hard drive's faulty. I've Googled it. You can put a new SSD in it and get up and going. And then you think you can go to Game Station and buy a second-hand one for not much money. And where am I going to find time to play games on it? Because I spend half the time watching a guy dig an hole in a back garden. And now I'm watching a guy plant fucking bamboo shoots in sand. It's like, why? Why am I wasting my time in bed watching Ralph Dusnes plant bamboo in sand?
Well, it wasn't bamboo, it was sugarcane, but anyhow.
Oh, well, okay. What's the difference? It look like bamboo.
Anyhow, this question, Ian. Quick question. I've been off 40
He's there, Ralph. Sorry, Ralph. I was only.
Is it worth the hassle?
It's not worth the hassle.
No.
Get that. Take it outside. In space.
Especially with the gases in it as well. Because unless you
One
can.
caveat:
gases.
if you can find an AC repair guy, they can come evacuate the Freon for you. It's worth money to them to do so.
Right. Should you look at it and find that it's already been degassed, then yeah, it's worth taking out because you get £5 for it if you strip it, providing it's degassed.
Ian Matthews, I can see Shark's face already.
Normally they're thrown away because they don't work, and they don't work because they've degassed themselves.
Yeah, a lot of them have a leak in it, and that's why they stop.
Listen. I go to church, don't you know?
So, not just one church, he goes to 7 churches.
No, Ian's got a good point. A lot of times they'll develop a leak somewhere, and then that's there's no Freon to worry about. So that's.
So Andy, what I do if I'm driving home from work and I see a fridge at the side of the road, as a civic duty, I will pick it up, and then fortunately the local recycle centre is on my way home. So then by the time I just drop in, drive to the container, and then
you're so civic minded.
Yeah. Now, as it happens, I usually have a pair of snips in my pocket when I go into that container, and I quickly go in and then I snip the leads off the other fridges that's in there, shove them inside my coat, and then come out.
So Ian goes in with 1 item, leaves with 20 items. Fair exchange.
Yeah, but I wear my Ivy's coat as well, so they think I
yeah, and you always offer to take heavy stuff for people out of their cars that looks like it's full of copper. You say, "Oh, let me take that for you up here." You stay in your car, and then you're taking the slow walk, and you're waiting till the reverse out, and then you leg it back to your car with it. We know how you work, Ian.
Anyway, just for Andy, pass the ducks. I have got a couple of videos on about stripping compressor motors. So have a search through my old videos. They are worth it unless they're aluminium.
Well, usually it's only newer fridges. The older ones seem to be still all copper. So
Yeah. Now, Andy, you also need to know that when you cut that compressor open, you're going to make an oily mess. So make sure you got some place to drain the oil.
I think I seen a video of Ian Matthews cutting through it and having an oily mess all over his bench from one.
Easy solution on that, though, is literally just drill a hole in the top of it, flip it upside down over a container, and it all drains out.
I do that. I tell you what, though.
That's if you know it's going to happen.
Listen, but a word of warning: be very, very careful about these fridges that they have in caravans. A gas-powered fridge.
Yeah, propane.
Now,
Sammy,
I did cut the pipe off one of those with an angle grinder.
Ammonia gas.
It was the biggest explosion, and bang! I nearly shit myself. Honestly.
Sammy's asked me a question there. When he puts his pins, and he wants to get rid of the solder off them, I always put the hydrochloric acid on heat. It works quicker. You don't have to, but if you put it onto heat, it'll eat up the solder quicker. Sammy.
Right, now Solisport, they are full of horrific oil. Now I actually saved that oil and put it in my oil can.
Oh, Jesus.
I have been warned that it's a hydroscopic oil, that it does actually absorb water. But I've put it on things that need lubricating, and it seems to have worked okay.
If I remember correctly,
The screw tops on bottles.
if I'm remembering correctly, it's mineral oil.
Yes.
Yeah.
My
My wife this morning, we've got a squeaky door. I don't know why. One of the door hinges has just decided to start squeaking. She's been whinging about it. I can't be bothered coming in here trying to find my oil can. I found a little tub of Vaseline. I thought, well, Vaseline's like kind of like lubrication, isn't it? If you smear it in the right place.
It's a crude oil byproduct.
So I took a little bit of my finger, I wiped it around each hinge, and then worked it in a bit, and it still squeaks, but obviously it doesn't reach the parts it ought to do.
I'm not even going to comment.
It's ester oil. It's carcinogenic. Yeah, well, I've only got 10 years left live. Does it matter?
Come on, Ian.
Ian's already lived for 4,000, so it's a couple more isn't going to hurt.
How many times have you been around, Ian? How many times have you been reincarnated? And
I don't know. I know when I used to work at Scrapyard, we used to take boilers apart. I mean, boilers as big as this shed, all lined with asbestos, and we used to shovel it off with spades. And that was, when I was like 18, 19, 20. It's a bit late worry now, isn't it? About a bit of
yeah, what happened 40 years ago.
Yeah, a bit of Birelli all this now, or a little bit of carcinogenic oil, or abusing my liver or kidneys.
The cranes were run by steam engines back then, weren't they? And you had to throw coal in there.
Donkeys.
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 Just remember, Ian is going to tell us how they actually built the pyramid, since he was there.
Well,
if Ian was there, the reason I know Ian wasn't there is when they dug up all these tombs, they found trinkets of stuff left, valuables left with the dead bodies. If Ian was there at the time, there'd be nothing in there. When the boys scraped it out, there'd be nothing there.
Listen, you heathen. They didn't find any bodies at all in the tombs, in the pyramids.
Oh, okay. So what did they find?
Nothing.
Nothing.
So Tutankhamun was never found. Is that what you're saying?
He was found
was found in the Valley of the Kings.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
where all the pharaohs were buried, in the Valley of the
Okay.
Kings.
Well, if Ian was around, then
Very-
there'd be nothing buried with the pharaohs because Ian had
Well-
had it whipped.
There's slightly some truth in that, Irish. In fact, as in, they only knew they had copper tools and they've never found any
I wonder why.
because I took them all.
I wonder why. Ian still has them tools in the shed.
I think that whole story is a bunch of.
Poop.
Oh crap! He found the mute button.
I was on the phone with my computer guy.
Anyway, have you got a job yet?
Who?
You don't
A
frighten
real,
me.
a real job?
Don't say boo to me. You don't frighten me. Well, you do, but I can take you in slack.
Well, they're frightening you a little bit. I actually went on for 2 jobs, and they require a physical, so that didn't happen.
You could not work for anybody else.
No,
You-
I can't work anyway. I can't pass a freaking physical, and I'm freaking half blind. So, you know,
Which half is blind?
The
The
front,
bottom.
front head.
The bottom half.
I mean, which half, you dickhead?
Hey, Mike, is this the computer guy that hasn't come to get those laptops yet?
yes.
Oh my God! Listen, I've swapped me big TV now for this little monitor. I have to get closer so I can read something.
Oh,
That's terrible.
Here.
So
Let me-
what-
why did you?
is that better, Ian? Can you read it now?
Yeah. Hold on. I put it up here on big print. See, if you read Mike's there now, there it is for you.
It's backwards. It's backwards, but figure it out.
Hey, it's not bad. That's
Oh,
right.
it's not backwards now.
That's
you can
right
read it.
for me.
This is how fast Shark's chat goes in his live streams, like that. I probably just put somebody in a seizure.
Coming on the flight. Welcome in, by the way. Terry, thanks for hitting the like. Appreciate it.
Yeah, he's got more stuff for me, but
I'll hit
You
the,
know-
I'll hit the like as well. Number 19. Well, I'll refresh it. Refresh.
whose fly are you saying hello to?
Scrapping on the fly. You're 30 now,
You're
Irish.
nasty. You're a nasty old man.
Thanks.
30 likes.
Marty McFly.
Marty McFly.
Do I gotta hit the light? I didn't hit the light.
I don't know if I hit the like or not. I mean, I keep hitting it and it doesn't change.
I'm not hitting a like until I get a little something in the mail.
Well, I Shark, your thing still has not left the warehouse.
Oh my God. It's a good thing that it never goes bad.
Yeah,
Is that the
That's-
Donald box?
if you look at the updates on it, it's still there. Still has not moved.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I've sent them an
You
email.
know,
He's got no reply back.
Hey, look
I
at it this way, Shark.
I wonder what would happen if I went to the shipper and said I want my money back.
Yeah, just say that it hasn't been delivered, and because it's still sitting in the warehouse. It hasn't moved.
Look at the bright side, Shark. In a few months, we'll be getting 2. We'll get 2 then instead of just 1. See?
Shark can get the stuff he sent to me back at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Anyway, I believe you've turned somebody here among us has turned into a YouTube. Can I say the word whore? Out for out.
out for now. Well, that may be.
You can say how as long as you're going like this, the rest of the but I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, well, Ian is correct. A company has reached out to me for me to product test some of their stuff. This company,
Temu?
no. This company may be the same company that sends stuff to Ian Matthews.
Oh.
I did promote him.
So I'm actually getting. I asked Ian. I said to him, "You get the electric furnace," and I'm actually getting that to test out. And if that goes well, and I think they're going to send me their multi-wire stripper, like the Stripmeister, but their version of it.
Very cool.
Well, that's
Very cool.
unfortunate because we left the EU. I can't have anything electrical from them.
Hey, Julian, welcome in.
Hey,
Thank you.
hello, Wayne. Great video. Great video. Love it. What did you do?
Is this a company that starts with the letter V?
That is
Yeah,
correct.
Vivo España.
Chinesium with a new name.
Yeah, but they're so it's because it's been shipped from Europe. It means I'll get it for a start. It's been shipped from Germany. It left Germany on Friday, so I should have it here probably Tuesday or Wednesday.
What month?
I actually have
this week.
I actually have quite a few of their products, and I'm actually very impressed with them.
Yeah, well, I have the wire stripper, the basic wire stripper. I find it good. I use the water distiller that I got for them for making distilled water for doing gold recovery. I find that good. So I have them 2 items from them. Now I'll have this furnace. So the only downside, the only thing this when we were sending over the emails and they were saying like, oh, you know, the usual, we want to see the video first before you do it. And I told them straight, I said, look, I'll be honest, if it's not up to quality, I won't say it does what it doesn't do. And then they said, what are you going to be melting with it? So I said, well, I'll probably melt some aluminium. And I said, I might do some copper and I might do some gold in it. And they said, oh, well, we prefer if you didn't do the copper. And I said, why? And they said, well, the copper can be a bit of an issue. So I don't know what the story is there. So, of course, I'm going to try and melt some copper. Because I want to see what...
They're going to recall your package.
So, of course, I'm going to try and see, because I want to see what the issue is with the copper. Because, again, you have to be honest with people. If someone's buying it, and if someone asks me in the video, what's it like for melting copper? Well, what am I going to say? Well, they told me not to melt any copper, so I don't know. So I'm going to have to try and melt some copper in it and see what happens.
Well, I made $33 in commission with Vivo. It's still sitting in a Vivo account. But some folk must have bought something off that video I did.
Well, for me, it's not really, I don't care about the commission thing of it. I'm getting a bloody furnace for free that I was going to be buying in a couple of months' time.
Even if it only lasts for a couple of months.
You know, I was going to be buying one and I was going to buy it off Vivo because I was happy enough with what I'd already bought. So I was going to need to get an electric one. So now I'm getting it for free. So I'm going to, it saves me having to buy it. And
well, be a bit clever because they also do the crucibles as well.
Yes.
So when you say you're getting it, say, well, you'll want 3 crucibles, one for aluminium.
Well, I might have slipped up there, Ian, because they've already shipped it.
So that's what I did when they wanted to send me the car battery starter, and I said, well, really, because I had a look on the website. I said I need the car battery tester as well to prove that the battery's full, not so good, and your thing's working. So they sent me both.
You are really a sly dog. So you are.
Has anybody got a spare fan?
Why, did you break one?
You don't watch my videos.
Hold on, no. See, look at this, Ian. I bought a furnace off your video, Ian. HH Recycling.
Shark, my last video, I took my computer out when I changed this monitor. I was a bit too heavy-handed with the air gun, and I blew a couple of fan blades off my fan.
Well, you see, Ian, I was going to say this to you. If you ever watch people cleaning their things out, they always hold the fan so it can't move while they're blowing it, so that it doesn't go spinning, like, because you'll wreck the bearings in the fan as well by spinning it too quick.
Jesus, there's bearings in them.
Oh.
You know how old this is? Has there been a video since the skip? Well, I filmed one today. I've not uploaded it yet. I'll upload it later. It'll only take 15 minutes, only 4 minutes long.
Well, Ian, I have quite a few fans. I'd be happy to send you a couple, but there's no telling when they'd ever get to you.
As long as you don't pack them full of fuses either.
The box, yeah. You have to to get the fans, you have to take 5 boxes of fuses. That's just the
Right.
deal.
Well, listen. Listen. I'm a bit more heavy-handed. Why can't I just pop the fan off and stick a new fan on it? I don't mean the motor, just the plastic bit.
The blades.
Usually because you end up breaking the center part when you try to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't make those.
Why
are
don't you just
designed
get
that
a
way.
you know those bench fans that you sit on your bench and just let that blow on the computer? Then you won't have to worry about it. Just let it blow on there.
You've got an air compressor. Just figure a way of channeling it through there. That'll cool everything down for you.
There you go. See what Ralph said as well? Also, a spinning fan will generate a current that goes to your main board, and you could fry the components. See? Because you turned your fan into a generator when you spin it too quick.
Yep.
Ah,
I've done it. That's why I
Right.
cleaned my one out in the garage with the air compressor. But the one I had before this one, I burned it up. So now I hold the fans when I do it.
Yeah, you have to hold the fan.
Ralph, that's not a big deal. I need a new computer anyway.
I need a new computer anyway as well. You don't half piss me off, I'll be honest. You know, I'm running here something that won't even, I'm Windows 7 or Windows XP, I can't remember. Right, and you're like, oh look, I've got an i10 chip. You know, I know, an i7. Oh, it's got full of gold in it. I'm thinking,
Ian, I have a fan
need
for you.
an i7.
There, Ian.
Kevin has a fan there. Yeah.
That will probably do.
Yeah, that'll probably
You mean like
clean out
that?
half the shed too.
Yeah, and Mike has one there as well, a small one.
Yeah, it looks like he's on a green screen as well.
And Ian's a fabricator, so he can make the brackets to make it work.
And
Yeah.
it works.
Get in there with the welder and
Still in the packaging. I've got to put them in this computer.
well, he just rubbed that in.
That's probably true, HH Recycling. HH Recycling, how come I don't see Ralph on the panel anymore? He hasn't put pants on since he retired.
Oh, that's a true statement. You want to see some pictures of Ralph?
Oh, listen. I've spent hours and hours and hours on Minecraft, and I
can't get Minecraft to cut all. It just
right. So I
it's
popped
like
in-
watching watching something that a kid drew with a crayon.
But the thing is, I popped into his show, and what he's built, he didn't do it in like a couple of hours, and you think, good God, is this all you've done day in and day out? Is build this?
Well,
Fantastic.
you forget that for years Ralph wasn't working, and Ralph was one of these guys that would go on and stay up all night on gaming.
Yep.
And all night, so that's what he was doing. It was his thing. And now that he's retired for the year, anyhow, he's taking sabbatical, not retired, a sabbatical.
He's taking a
he has
sabbatical.
He's doing the same thing again. So he is.
Well,
And he's probably been building that thing since he was 4. So
no, he hasn't. He's only just gone on this stream.
Yeah, but he's built this world before that.
I don't think you can import that type of world into a. Ralph said, listening, I don't think you can import your save game into a live world. So where he is, he's in a live world, and there's other people in there doing their things as well. So I don't think.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
Well, each world's generated
I've never played it.
when you start.
I've never played it because the graphics are shit. Sorry for hurting all the mine.
Well, Ralph says, indeed I did. Indeed I did what? Indeed I did import it.
Well, you can all kiss my butt because in 20 minutes I built me a school yesterday. See that? 84 by 84. That's huge. Oh, look at that.
Started the world about a month ago.
And I'm going to turn it into a villager's trade center. So there.
Well, how come your school favors a prison?
What?
Oh, it's an American school. Sorry.
Yes, American.
Right, hold on a second now. Let's go around quickly around the panel and see what everyone's planned for the week because Saunders will be soon going live. So Shark Scrapper, what's the plan for the week?
I got 2 pallets getting picked up Monday,
That's tomorrow.
and
Coming
I got a
around-
bunch of strapping to do, and I got a couple of pickups that I got to go do again. So,
And,
strapping.
and a few videos to put out during the week, I presume.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tell me this, actually. I never asked this question for a while now. Are you still doing your videos for your for the guys that are paying your monthly what's that called? I don't even know what they call it anymore. That's
Patreon.
The Patreon members, I owe them a lot of videos.
I basically just pocketing that money.
Yeah,
I'll give you a burger too.
I am very grateful for the folks that have stuck with me on Patreon, because they have not been getting their due.
Okay, no, I was just wondering. I wasn't trying to put you on the spot or anything. I didn't know. It's just I didn't know.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Irish. Thanks a lot. Way to go, man.
I seen you put out your 2 videos a week, and I said, I wonder if he should put out the 3rd one for the Patreons. But so there we go. Right, Kevin, what's your plan?
Junk mail and driving.
And what about any scrapping down of that e-waste you're picking up?
Probably in the evenings if I ever have time.
Okay. Mike's meltdown. What's the story?
I am currently on nursing duty. We had one of the pups had his stomach turned, so we had to rush him to emergency surgery on Friday morning. So I am doing mostly e-scrapping or micro-scrapping at my desk so that I can quarantine him in our bedroom.
I could see e-waste Mike's head just shaking when you said micro-scrapping. Just like his head nearly fell off.
I can't go into the shop right now. So I got to do something at my desk. Micro-scrapping it is.
Okay, that's sound. E-waste Mike, what's your plan for the week?
I'm gonna play Minecraft.
Oh.
No, I got to pick up today, so I got to unload the van. My computer guy wants me to go over there Tuesday. So I know he has probably about 600 switches he wants to get rid of. He wants to get that warehouse cleaned out, so I'll probably end up with a bunch of those and who knows what else. And then
Sola's not
what I got
complaining.
today, which is a whole bunch of
Sola's not complaining that her husband's got a small one, but never mind.
Hey, I'm talking.
Ian
I'm
Matthews.
reading.
Well, read to yourself. Nobody wants to hear it.
I read out loud in my head.
Yeah, pizza.
Okay, so that's your plan for the week.
Yeah,
Mike, yeah.
Ian just screwed me all up. Go ahead.
Yeah. Ian just
Can't
interrupted
wait
you.
to hear this one.
Yeah. Right, Ian. What's your story for the week?
Oh, yes. Well, I put a new light up. Well, I'm just going to come in here and just look at all that space in that big bright light and just
Take it in, huh?
take it in.
Oh my God, you are one numpty.
That is what I'm going to do.
I got a headache now.
Now, right, and so will we have a video tonight or tomorrow?
It's only it's only about 6 minutes long, so it'll be tonight.
Okay, so
It's a bit of a disappointment, really. There's no happy ending to the massage, if you know what I mean. It's a quickie.
right. So right before I finish up, first off, thanks to everyone that came in as usual. I might have a video out on Thursday. If not, we'll see you next Sunday, hopefully. Everything going well. So as always, thanks to everyone that come up on the panel. Thanks to everyone that's been in the chat. If you haven't already hit the like, please do. And just as I say, stay safe till next week and scrap you all later. And I've just going to put in the link for Solars. That's the link gone in there for Solars is live. So we'll head over there now, guys. So see you all there. Thanks for being in. Bye-bye.
Yeah. So I've got to dash in now, do me hair and